Hi. Thank you. Welcome. What's going on? I wanted to do a quick live again. I'm trying to do these weekly so I can answer health and fitness questions from you guys. So you can go ahead and drop them in the comments and I will try to answer them live right here. I want to thank you guys so much for all the love and support on my channel. So grateful for you. So grateful. So as you can see, I have dumbbells back there. I'm getting ready to teach a HIIT class that involves strength training. So I combine the two, which is a really super effective way to get cardio and strength in one workout. But I don't go super heavy. So I'm not using super heavy dumbbells for this class. Moderate weights. Okay. Love this. How did you start your journey? What was the click that made you decide? You know, what's really interesting, Lily, I love that question, is I actually am celebrating 19 years of sobriety this month at the end of February. So my sobriety date is February 29th, 2004. And that was the beginning of a much bigger journey into health. But before that, you know, my life was basically toxic on every level. So I was abusing my body, I was abusing my mind, I had a lot of unprocessed emotion and trauma and mental health issues, like all sorts of things. And so that was the catalyst, that was the beginning, right, of a bigger transformation. So when people ask me, you know, like, how long does it take? For me, it's a lifelong journey. It's ongoing. And I have transformed on so many levels, gradually, slowly, by shifting small habits from negative to positive, right? So first it started with, you know, I stopped drinking, and then a couple years later I stopped smoking, and then a couple years later I stopped overeating, and then a couple years later I stopped, consuming a lot of sugar. So slowly, you know, it wasn't like I just changed everything all at once. So it's been 19 years since I stopped drinking, and that was the initial step. And really what the catalyst was like, I just didn't want to feel that level of suffering anymore. You know, there was a part of me that wanted to live more than the part of me that wanted to die. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for that. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for asking the question, Lily. So if anybody, you know, if you're out there and you're trying to make a change in your life, you got to tap into that part of you that wants better more than you want to stay stuck, right? When the pain outweighs the pleasure, like that's when you're going to make the shift. That's when you're going to make the change. Let me see what else I missed for questions. Hold on a second. Do you follow any specific diet? So I love that. So for me, it's been a long journey of trial and error. I tried many different things. There was a point where I was like just eating carbs and fat-free things, right? So I've done all the wrong things, which is why I have a really clear sense of what is gonna work for my body. So there's no cookie cutter approach to diet. And what I really encourage all my clients to do, and just anybody who, you know, follows me and watches my content to do, is to, number one, get accountable for what you're eating. Okay, get really clear on what you're consuming. Look at portions, look at the ingredients of what you're consuming, and then pay attention to how it's affecting your body. Because my body composition is different than yours, so food is gonna affect me differently. So just by following what I eat is not gonna work for you, right? I'll give you a perfect example, like apples. Let's take apples, right? Apples are considered to be a healthy thing, right? What's that saying? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Not for me. When I eat an apple, my belly swells up. I don't digest it well, okay? So am I gonna come on here and say apples aren't healthy? No, because they're healthy, right? For some people, but for me, I have a reaction to it. So that's why it's really important to, you know, spend less time asking people what they eat and spend more time looking at how foods make you feel. That's my bigger tip. I hope that helps. Let me see what else I got going on here. Okay. I am looking, that's me unfortunately, I'm looking for my click. Ah, okay. Please advise how I can motivation myself to eat healthy, cut out all rubbish. I am a 16. What's your name? Hadaya? Did I say that right? Okay, here's my tip. You ready? Motivation, don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for it. Work on discipline. Discipline is the key. So you have to train yourself to do the thing you don't want to do when you don't want to do it, whether you're motivated or not. It's discipline. So I've trained myself to be disciplined, which is why I have consistency in my results. You're gonna look at my before and afters. There's no like before and after and then I go back to the before, right? I've lost over 60 pounds and I've kept it off. Discipline, consistency, daily effort. Yep. I hope that helps. Okay, let me see what else I got here. I love these questions. Hi, have you seen those electro units you put on your stomach? No, I don't mess with any of that stuff. I believe in, hold on a second. I believe in just in working. I believe in working for your results. Okay, so I don't use belts that vibrate. I don't use waist trainers. I don't use any of that stuff. I just do real work. Okay, gets uncomfortable. It's hard. It's not easy, but it works. It works. You have to use resistance training in your life. You have to, metaphorically and physically, right? Using weights, but also you have to push yourself to get in uncomfortable situations if you want to grow. If you only do what's easy, I say this to my clients all the time. If you only do what's easy, you know what happens? You train yourself to just do easy things. You don't want that for life. You want to have the ability to withstand discomfort. That's going to give you an edge in life, because most people, you know what they do? They run from discomfort. They don't want to get uncomfortable. So if you can be that person that's willing to get uncomfortable, face a challenge, withstand the challenge, conquer the challenge, you are so ahead of the game. You are so ahead of the game, and you're going to feel so empowered and so proud of yourself. That's where confidence comes from, right? Confidence does not come from other people liking you. That's not where I get my confidence from. My confidence comes from, if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. My word means something to me. I believe in myself and I keep promises to myself. That's where my confidence comes from. So whether people like me or not doesn't really affect my confidence. Okay? Confidence is based on the relationship you have with yourself. That's the primary focus of that. Okay. Hold on, I'm looking at the chat. What did I miss? Do you stomach vacuum with your breathing? Yeah, I don't call it vacuum, but I am always engaging my core. And then when I exhale, I pull my belly button in. I don't use the term vacuum. I just don't like that term. But yeah, learning how to, wrap your ribs in and pull your deep core muscles in, your transverse abdominals, right? Your wrap it in abs. Suck it all in. It's kind of like you're wearing a corset. I know people don't wear corsets today, but you want to actually engage your abs with everything that you're doing. So you could be driving a car and you're pulling it in, okay? Really key. Okay, I'm gonna take some more questions. Let's see what else we got. Hi, from Italy, what's going on? How do you prevent bulky legs? Okay, let's talk about it. So bulk, the word bulk, right? The way I envision it is mass. So mass, right? Like you're bigger, thicker, bulky. That's the way I see it. I don't train for that. Some people do. They want to be like massive. They want to be, they want to have mass. I don't want to train that way. So I don't. So the exercises that I do are going to sculpt out your body, not give you mass, but give you tone. Like your legs are going to be tight and strong. So if you wanted to train with me, you're going to see the difference in the way that I train. Okay. But if you want to lose overall weight, you have to look at your calorie deficit. Like you have to look at what you're eating. That's going to play a much bigger role than just the workouts you're doing. You can do the best workouts. You can train with me and do all my workouts. But if you're eating, I don't know, lasagna and pizza for breakfast, like, you know, you're shooting yourself in the foot. I'm being real with you. So you have to take into account what you're eating. Otherwise, the workouts you're doing, you're sabotaging yourself. Okay. Let's see if I'm gonna take one more question. I hope you found this helpful. I lost my fight with fitness. Okay. All right, I don't see any other questions, so I'm gonna jump off. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm still learning how to do YouTube Live, so bear with me. This is only my second time going live on YouTube, but I love this community so much, and I'm so happy to be able to connect with you. So if you have questions and you're watching this maybe on the replay, drop it in the comments and let me know what your questions are so I can create more content that answers your questions, all right? Thank you guys so much for everything, and I will see you in the next live. Bye.